know that I can hear anyone until anyone comes on. I just hope it works. Hopefully this one will work. It seems that I can't get anything working first time, so we'll try.
When are we going to? When is the candlelighter thing?
What?
When is the candlelighter's appointment for you?
Can't remember. Don't worry about that now, will I? Let me move that down because it's not going to let the Logitech camera work, so that's for sure. We are live, yeah. It's fine. It just seems to take things forever.
Hello, YouTube.
Hey, Tracy. Can you hear me now? I mean, they could hear me before, I think.
No. I can't.
You're next to me. It's showing that the sound is working on mine.
Yes, but I can't hear you.
You just need to get Jim back now. Hopefully,
invite people.
The invite has worked. Hey, John. Can everybody hear me okay? Because this is take 2 now. This is silly. Hi, Raymond.
Who the heck is that?
Thomas, please. Right, you can hear us both. That's fine. I just need Jim back now. And I hope that works.
Probably not, but...
I have invited him.
Yeah, uninvite.
No, I don't want to uninvite. I have invited.
Comment 5.
Right, brilliant. Thank you. Now I just got to hope that when Jim comes back, I can hear him.
Now.
Because apparently everybody could hear me. Apparently everybody could hear Jim, but we couldn't... Or I couldn't hear him. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's something to do with my Logitech camera. I'll have to unplug it.
Then have you tried unplugging it before?
I do. Yeah, I think it's my Logitech camera that was causing the problems. We'll find out when Jim comes back. I hope. I hope he comes back. Hey, Gary. Right, so I'm just going to start talking and not wait. Hopefully you'll pop on.
No fingers crossed. No fingers crossed.
Please. Oh, internet unstable now. Go away. There we go. Oh, internet's good. It may make you mine up. So today marks the 2-year anniversary that this one here was diagnosed with T-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia and a sizable mass on his chest. The doctor said it covered 89% of his entire chest cavity. And they started... He was rushed into hospital around 8:30 p.m. on the 11th of February 2019. And at 7:30, just before 7:30 a.m. on the 12th, I was taken into a side room. Oh, it does work then. It says 4 running now. Before it said 1 had failed. And yeah, they took me in to a side room and told me that they were almost certain that Thomas had leukemia. They weren't sure which type. They had to determine which. But after seeing the mass on his chest, they couldn't safely put him under anaesthetic. But they had to treat it blind and treat it fast. Because otherwise, in like 5 days, we would have been in a very different situation. So the thing that made me take Thomas to hospital, he'd been off the week before school with oh, I think I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear typing, so I can definitely hear. It's definitely my Logitech camera. Haps hates Logitech cameras, clearly.
On you.
Yeah, and me. It hates me as well. Thomas knows it. Hey, Jim.
Hi there.
I can hear you now.
I'm mystery voice. Yes. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Ray. Hello, Danny. Everyone heard me say hi before. I'm just going to say hi again. It figures it's 3:39 here on a Friday, and of course, the area VP is asking me about When are we to get this bid due? Monday. Sorry. Didn't see that. Oh, hi.
So my
Now we've got a. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's. I was trying to get Ashley to come downstairs, but she's got POMS, and I said, "Come down and say hi really quick." And she's like, "I got POMS," so she's going to try to stop it.
oh, don't worry.
You know, with it's social distancing POMS. If you can envision that, imagine a Zoom room with like 9 freshmen in high school doing this kind of stuff. You know? And then there's like sync issues and delay, and all the HAP stuff that we enjoy, and the internet stuff we love and know. Good to see you, though, Jim. Happy Friday to you.
Don't tickle my feet, please, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
He's here causing chaos.
He says hello, too.
Get off my feet. He's realised he can get to my feet and that I'm terribly ticklish. Please, Thomas. Thomas. Anyway, I was just saying that the thing that made me take Thomas to... I had all the photos set up on the other one and I can't do it now. They've all gone. I've lost everything. So the thing that made me take Thomas to hospital on the 11th was that he had a rash that resembled a meningitis rash. I'm just going to hold it up now because I can't get it on the screen because I've lost everything.
View. Thomas vision.
Yeah.
Have a look.
We're getting requests from Danny to tickle Thomas's feet. Or better yet, Thomas tickle Gemma's feet. Hey, Thomas, tickle your mom's feet.
Haps ain't ready for seeing me on full-blown being tickled mode. You can't see it, can you? Because I can't even use the right camera. Thomas, please.
He definitely looks like you, Gemma.
So, yeah, he had suspected meningitis, rushed in. I had to take him myself because they said 40 minutes for an ambulance and I wasn't prepared to wait that long. And they told me, so it was 2 years ago to this day at 7:30 in the morning when they came and took me away. And I remember I was so worried about the fact that we'd been given camp beds to sleep on. And this one decided he was going to lay in the middle of both. And I spent the entire night trying to hold them together.
Took the whole thing.
And I said, oh, yeah. And I said to the doctor, I can't leave because he'll end up on the floor.
Left to the right.
Oh, my goodness.
And they said, oh, don't worry, we've got a nurse that's going to look after him. And then they showed me the x-ray and said that not only was it leukemia, they didn't know the type till much later on. So they said that 89% of his chest cavity was covered with it as well, which is that.
Oh, geez. Okay, gotcha. Those are the blast cells.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
we had our share of those initially as well.
Yeah, they'd gone that rapid because apparently the T cell's the faster reproducing cell. That they had to collect somewhere, and they'd started to collect on his chest.
Oh,
which is why
when he was laid down. Areas, when you do chemo, that's the area that it takes longer for it to travel to get into. So there's some instances when spinal injections have to be put in so they can go directly to the bloodstream to attack those crevices.
They had to treat him blind because they said they weren't comfortable putting him to sleep with the mass on his chest because he wouldn't cope. Yeah. So they treated him with high-dose steroids, which made him balloon in size. But you can see that there was the first one on the 12th of February and the second on the 15th. Just what a difference the treatment made.
Oh, wow.
So this is the second one. I'm going to point to it because you
look
can't
at the one
see the date on it.
The one on the left, though. I mean, that's the...
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just within 3 days of treatment. So it definitely made a difference to him. But at the same time, it meant that he couldn't breathe on his own anymore because it was affecting him so badly that he had to be put on a vapotherm.
Right.
And he just flaked out then. That was it.
I see that one.
Days.
God.
I see that one there.
Hey, Thomas, you're a strong man now. Look at you compared to 2 years ago. Look how tall he's got,
he is.
too. He's so tall.
Oh, I know.
He's grown.
I think there must be something in that chemo that makes them grow quick.
I'm just going to say the hair is back, that you're getting tall, Thomas. You're stronger than ever. I mean, you're in better shape
You
than I
are.
am right now.
Oh,
Telling you.
you and me both.
You and Ashley are true warriors. We are so proud of you, Thomas. You're a brave warrior. You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you.
So, and like, I don't know how it is there, but it's 4 years for a boy's treatment for leukemia here.
Okay.
So today is the exact, every day from here on in is now one less. We're over the halfway hurdle now.
Exactly.
I'm 22.
Which is why I wanted to make something of it, because he's getting closer and closer to ringing that bell now.
You're going to have
And he
this.
says he's going to ring it off the wall.
Gemma, with each and every passing day, you're getting more and more of your son back, if you think about it that way.
Oh, definitely.
And when that 4-year mark hits, you get 110% Thomas. I'm so proud of you for your bravery, for your courage. You're doing the work of 2 people, Gemma, and you deserve all of our love and respect for that. And we are so appreciative of, like, I mean, you're just, I don't know how you do it. You're just so strong and confident, and you would do anything for that little kid, you know? And now look how big he is. That is a product of your love and your dedication. So whenever you feel like there's days, trust me, there'll be more peaks and valleys for another 2 years. You know that, but don't get yourself to the point where everything is going to be wrong, because there's going to be some crowning moments, defining moments that are going to be a celebration and a half. And you're going to love, embrace those moments and cherish those moments too, because they are fun, and they're going to prove to everyone and to you the amazing work that you have done.
He's so hyper. He's just started steroids again as well, so that doesn't help.
Man, steroids do all kinds of weird things. The appetite thing, he either eats a lot or he doesn't eat at all. You just don't. He sticks to one type of food, doesn't touch another thing, and then the next month he'll switch over completely to something else.
Dairy, I find that every time he has steroids, he wants dairy and a lot of it.
Yeah.
But that also has its disadvantages, because he likes his eggs, but it also makes him stink.
Like you?
It seems to be his stomach.
There's a byproduct of eating a lot of eggs. Does he eat them scrambled or hard boiled? Or over easy? How does he like eggs? Scrambled?
Oh, in any way.
Any way, shape, or form.
All of the above. All of them. Yeah, absolutely. But I think they need to prescribe air freshener with the steroids for the effect that it has.
I'm just going to say, if you're going to have a side effect of that, I think one of the side effects of the steroids for my daughter was aggressive behavior. The diet was kind of all over the place, but it was aggressive behavior. So she would HIT, that kind of stuff. And like I said, there were some other things that would kind of offset that a little bit, especially after the steroid treatment. But,
yes.
You have so much to be proud of, though. I mean, this is a work in progress now. How often do you go in for counts?
It used to be every 2 weeks, but because of COVID, it's now every 4 weeks.
See?
But then in 2 weeks, we have to go for the longer puncture again. Yep. So it has, the whole COVID thing really has affected treatment and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
no,
we're getting there.
Oh, let me ask you this. Do they have therapy dogs over there where he gets, when he gets blood work and everything?
Yeah, they do. They've not been in that again because of COVID. I've got a picture of him with one, actually.
Okay.
I can't work out why you're not on the screen again.
Hit the, see where I'm in under connected? There's like a little picture of me there.
Yeah.
You can hit the number 1, and then that will split the screen in half, and then people will be subjected to looking at me. See?
Oh, there you go. You're there.
You look at my messy office now. Organized chaos. Pay no attention to the wreckage behind me.
I'm having. Oh, that's why I'm sat against the wall because, yeah, we've had it at
I'm,
home for nearly a year now. The house is just.
I'm subjected to this for another. I'm going to be down here for at least another 3 hours, and then I got to make dinner tonight, and then
Oh,
I'll probably quiz with Christina over on Periscope, and then go to bed.
oh yeah. We
So
need. That's
here I am.
This
Hi,
is something
Linda.
that we had
Hi,
in.
everybody. Hi, Tracy. Good seeing everybody.
Yeah,
Pizza Pop Tart Nick's in the room. What's going on there
can't
in
work
beautiful
out which
Arizona?
way to
I'm
turn it.
beautiful.
Can't
Oh, look
work.
at that
There we
picture.
go.
Hold it up. Kevin, hold it up.
Trying to work out which way it goes
Oh,
on the
go to your
camera. It's
left.
the top.
Go to your left, which is your right. Yes. Oh, look at that. A little more to your left. There you go. I love the hats too.
That was somebody that they sent around the hospital to try and, like, I guess, bring a smile to their face. That's just after he's had his hair trimmed because he had it quite long, but the chemo was making it come away.
Right, right. Well, the good part now is, I mean, look at the head of hair he's got on now. Like I
Oh, I
said,
know. I've just had that as well, so I don't think I've done a bad job.
Michael's in the room from beautiful Toronto. Hello, Michael. Good seeing you. Michael, thank you so much for the kind words on Twitter this afternoon. Much appreciated, my friend. Make sure you subscribe to Michael Bathurst, everybody. Let me see what else.
That's when he had his first dose of the red chemo. He used to wind the nurses up and say that they were collecting what was going in and out, making a note of it.
Oh, go to your left a little bit more, please. Can't see the whole picture.
He found it fascinating that it made his wee red, and he would say that there's another bottle of red wine in the fridge for you, because it was like a fridge unit that we had to put it in so that they could take the samples out.
Okay.
Because Thomas has had now, I think, 7 different chemotherapy drugs and 2 different steroids. But now he's on 2 at-home maintenance chemotherapies and 1 steroid.
Oh man, yeah, that's so. I mean, as far as I'm trying to, hey Asha, I'm trying to think. I was trying to think the specific type of chemo that they used. There's different types for like the spinal injections, and then he has a port in his chest, right?
Yeah, he does. He's got a double one.
Got it. And then you still have all the cotton swabs. You have to open the ports and sterilize them, and then you do the push. How many pushes are you? I mean, how many milliliters pushes are you putting in for chemo at home? Or are you not doing any more at home?
I don't do that anymore now.
Oh,
I wouldn't.
You don't miss more of those little stupid little like 5 milliliter syringes he had to do for chemo.
Yeah, the cytarabine, I think they were called. And he had to have that every day for 5 days consecutive, with a so many day break, then again for another 5 days.
Yep, exactly, Tracy. Yep.
I wouldn't do it. They were prepared to show me how to do it, but I wasn't comfortable with doing it because it's right near his heart.
Right.
And I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So the nurses used to do it.
That was like one of the most helpless feelings in the world. I had to sit there and literally, when my daughter was finally like about to fall asleep because she wouldn't fight me or try to do anything, I had to carefully sterilize. There's 2 ports, one in the middle, one in the back, sterilize with a little alcohol swab, and then take the chemo and then inject it into the port into her chest. And I did that for at least a year at home, except days when we brought her in. Hi, Dina. Happy Friday, young lady.
Yeah. This is him like partway through the steroids.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at Thomas there. Look at that. Look at that.
It caused his eyes to collapse slightly, but it came back, thankfully.
I love that smile.
But yeah, he was. The Rhinos, our like local rugby team, wrote to us and said that if he can get himself walking again, they would let him run out onto the pitch in the middle of a televised game.
Okay.
And right, at the start of the game, and he enjoyed that. But
so what is Thomas's favorite video game right now? What is he like playing the most right now?
It was Fortnite, but he's not been on that so much lately. It's
The monkey.
trying to think what he's been playing. There he is.
The monkey. Danny, I like the reference of Corner Shop there. Brim full of Asha on the boarding.
Oh yeah, I remember that song.
Little pop culture reference from the 90s. Hope you like that, guys. Thank you. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Okay, sorry. Yes, but because I remember you were like putting up on Twitter stuff about how he likes playing Fortnite and some other games on with other people, which is super cool. That is
He's quite into driving games and stuff now. He got a driving wheel for Christmas, so he likes his driving game.
Nice. And are those his favorite toys?
Yeah. I mean, when he was in hospital, like he was isolated for nearly 2 months in just a tiny little room with a PlayStation and not much else. So it was inevitable that that's what he was going to end up liking.
Playing games continuously.
Yeah.
Does he have any favorite television shows that he watches, or?
Mr. Bean, he's an absolute
Mr. Bean.
He loves Mr. Bean. And then at the time, it was some like YouTubers that he would watch people play games on YouTube, and it would drive me crazy because I'd just be like, literally 20 odd hours a day of hearing these same voices. Like, oh.
I see.
So I invested in some decent headphones.
The dual cushion full muff for both ears. Nice.
Yeah.
Get with those.
He made his own games up though. This was Jenga Thomas style. It's a little video. See if I'm going to get it on the screen first and then try and no, that way. Oh, I can't work this out.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at him on the wheelchair. He's flying. Look at him go.
Because he did have to learn how to.
He's doing a demolition derby with the Jenga blocks.
Oh yeah. They thought he would play Jenga, but nope, he wasn't having any of that. He was going to do his way and his way alone.
He's going into destructo mode there with the Jenga blocks.
He's going to be into demolition, I promise.
How much is 1 tablespoon? Is it 60 ml?
What? What are you doing?
Making some snow. 60 ml. 1 tablespoon of.
That's 15 ml. Why?
So how many would I put in?
For how much?
Ml.
Well, think about it. 15 or 15.
20.
No.
5.
No.
30.
30. 30 add 30.
60.
So how many?
4.
There you go. These were his super shoes because he was a Mr. Bean fanatic. And he also liked the poo emoji. And he wanted someone to say that he had poo on his shoe. He got poops on his shoe.
That is awesome. They're Converses too. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. Hello, Carlinda.
We've kept him in his memory box. And then,
that's something though. I mean, I remember. God, I mean, I've known you before he was diagnosed too, and he was so little, but now look at him. He was all grown up and tall and just talking full sentences. He's converting English to metric. I mean, God, I'm still converting English to metric. I'm clueless. I can't even convert Fahrenheit to Celsius as well as I used to.
No, I'm not very good with that.
Don't worry. It's currently -4C in Chicago.
And we're on -3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not getting any warmer here, unfortunately. So that's why I'm staying down here in the bunker. Hi, Michelle, over in Ohio.
There we go. He was given an award by the police as well, Bravery Award.
Oh, look at that.
The rabbit that he has was called PC Hoppity, made specially for him. And he's got a wardrobe full of clothes.
Okay.
I do post some updates about him and everything, and the journeys and stuff that they do together on his Facebook page.
PC Hopperty.
For a while because of COVID and not going anywhere and stuff.
It's kind of like the McGruff for those of you in the U.S. It's kind of the McGruff to our friends across the pond. Yes.
And then I've got to be careful because there's some other kids on here, but I'll just zoom in a bit. And that's when he finally managed to get himself out of the wheelchair because he had to learn how to walk again. And he got out
So
of the
did you,
wheelchair to
Helen, do you still have occupational and physical therapy for Thomas that you're doing as well? Okay. And how many days a week does he go to see them? Like once a week or?
It's not even that anymore since COVID. It was once a fortnight, but now it's once in a blue moon.
Ooh, is that he's at a match? Is that before a game and a match?
Yeah, that's as the players. Yeah, as the players were all.
Oh my God, that's Premier League.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess on the field, jealous.
He's got a signed shirt and everything by them, signed rugby ball.
That's real football right there. That's real soccer for us here in America.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That is so cool.
On with somebody else called Tom.
Okay.
Who was really pleased that he could run on with a Tom and a Thomas. And then that's the mask that they have. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's rugby, not football.
Yeah.
Rugby. Okay. For a second, I thought it was like Premier Leagues, like football, like soccer. But in this case, it is rugby. Yeah, rugby isn't that big in the States, but man, England, Argentina, I mean, Australia, India, I mean, that's New Zealand. I mean, there's so many countries. That's like what American football is here. Rugby, there's some true love, and that's a rivalry right there. Absolutely. That is so cool.
But he loves it. He loves it. And then we managed to get a little break away.
Okay.
He was off his intensive chemo. He'd only just it, so he still had no hair. But we got to go for a little beach day. A few days at the beach.
There you go. Which was that not too far from your house, or?
A couple of hours away. But they had to inform them that we were coming to that. Like that was Mablethorpe, so we had to inform them that we were coming just in case he needed to be taken to the hospital there. But thankfully, we managed to make it the whole way through with no hiccups.
Hold on 1 second here. I gotta respond to somebody.
Oh, okay.
I'm still working technically.
It was difficult because we had his chemo yesterday, and they did his bloods, and they said that they've had to increase his chemo to above 100% dose now because his bloods are off the record again. So they're not within the normal range that they would like. So they are going to do a lumbar puncture not next week, the week after, with a check on his bone marrow just to see how things are going. So I just hope that we're going to get through this last bit smoothly. But we're having a lot of ups and downs at the moment still.
Yeah, like I said, there'll be a lot more peaks and valleys in the second half of the chemo process. Obviously, you're seeing it right now. You're seeing fewer visits once a month as opposed to every week, or having them stay for days and weeks on end, where you felt like you were living in a hospital. You're going to see those white counts and those platelet level counts increase and sustain themselves. And that's why they're kind of still doing some of the intense treatments, and that's why the steroids are there, because they're going to use those steroids to offset the chemo that's going in there to fight off the blast cells.
Yeah, we're hoping that it's going to be all right. And I think because when COVID came out, they lowered his chemo to 50%, and then they realized that it made it go very quickly out of range, so they had to increase it, but they couldn't just increase it really quickly again. But one of the IV chemos that he's having, they don't want to stop it, but they've had to half it to 50% indefinitely, because that was the thing that was causing him the problems, where he had the heart problems, the suspected heart attack, and it was causing his fine motor skill problems and walking problems, things like that. Do you ever remember a chemo called vincristine?
Vincristine, yes.
Yeah,
Vincristine,
that's
yes.
the one that I had trouble with.
Oh yeah. That one we had some issues with that one too. That wasn't the one that caused the seizure though. It was methotrexate was the one. Methotrexate was
Yeah,
a spinal injection. That one is much more, I don't say lethal, but at least to ours, that's when it traveled to the back of my daughter's brain, and that caused her to seize, and then
he's on
subsequently seize for like 8
methotrexate.
years. Yeah.
Last time he had that, it caused problems with his eyes. He said that he
Right.
couldn't see properly. And I'd said last time, I said I wasn't sure. I said, but I felt like there was some sort of mild seizure or something.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, no, it wouldn't cause anything like that. So I'm documenting it. I'm hoping we're not going to go there with that one.
Yeah, the vincristine is the less evil of the two. The methotrexate is the one you got to, at least for us, that was the one you had to really be careful of and watch out for. But vincristine, be careful.
Yeah, he's on the methotrexate one every Saturday, and then
Okay.
every 12 weeks injected into the spine.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Okay.
not a nice one.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas is about to, hey, Sarah, happy Friday to you. Sarah's over here on our broadcast from the western part.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
snowing. It's snowing near Sarah's, believe it or not. They're getting snow out there. I don't know if it's that low where she's at, but some of the like Seattle, Portland, everything Northwest is. They don't get this. They're getting like a foot of snow out there.
I saw some of the pictures online of them having to dig their way out and stuff.
Yeah,
My
it's
word.
crazy. I mean, that's supposed to be over here in Chicago. We already have a foot and a half of snow. We got this. My driveway's clean.
I would love that. He'd absolutely love that. We saw somebody that had made a big sledge out of snow outside the house, and it looked amazing.
Oh,
It's like, oh,
nice.
I want that. But we
Does
don't get
he like? Hold on one second. We're responding to a client here. Does he like building forts, or does he just like people help him build like a fort or a hideout or a castle?
Yeah, he loves that.
Oh,
He used to have
they're
one
fun
on his
too.
bed, but I had to take it off to put the side rail on because without the side rail, I'd come in every night to check on him, and he'd be on the floor. And I don't know how falling out of bed didn't wake him up, but no, apparently not. So that's one of the things that when he was diagnosed, so many people helped. And I remember the Periscope train that
Oh,
everyone
scope
did,
trees, yes.
all the money that everybody helped raise and the things to get. And we still have all that. I still got the monitor literally right at the side of me just so that I can keep a check on him. And it came in, and it actually was a lifesaver on one of the occasions because he'd vomited after his chemo and
Oh,
didn't realize, and he was laid on his back. I heard him making a funny noise. So that actually was a lifesaver. But then
oh,
the bed rail and the fridge that we still have all the chemo and stuff in because he's still
yeah,
got a lot of drugs that need to be kept
right,
refrigerated but away from food. And I don't have a huge fridge, so it
yeah.
was good.
You have like the whole
So I'll never.
section for meds, and the other stuff's like, oh, here's food too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
remember those days? Ugh. Ugh. I just admire how brave you are and how strong you are of a mom. For you're doing the work of two, and everyone on this broadcast. There's a little tab on Gemma's profile page where it says sponsor. I mean, you can do gifts and do that. That would help her a lot. But when you sponsor Gemma, that means you can do $1 a month, $2, $5, $10, $20 US a month to help Gemma and Thomas pay for these bills. Gemma's a single mom doing the work of two. Anything you can do to help. I went through this with my wife. I had Maureen by my side, luckily, and I was grateful and blessed to have her. I still to have her with me, and she's doing a lot more of the stuff than I am. I'm just paying the bills here, but she's doing the other stuff as far as the medical and all of that to this day. So please sponsor this young lady, Gemma, right over here, and help her out any way you guys can. And check her profile page too if there's other ways you want to contribute instead.
I wasn't gonna say this because I can't remember if I told you, but I was having some tests to rule out bowel cancer for myself. They haven't ruled that out because the test was they weren't able to do it, but I have just had a firm diagnosis of Crohn's disease. ulcerative colitis, and then severe inflammatory bowel disease. And it might mean that at some stage I have to lose my intestines and be
Oh,
fed. They have said it's going to come.
okay.
So I don't know how I've not worked out in my own head how I'm going to deal with that yet, but we'll get there.
So
I've got through one.
I mean, you're going through a bunch of stuff too. I mean, my prayers go out to you, obviously, too. And it's just one of those things where I kind of wish you were here in the States. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we will be one day. I promise you. We're
No,
going
the
to come
thing is
out.
that we want to find a way
I might
to
not come back though.
get in
That's the
front of the
thing.
right doctors, the right nurses,
Do you have
the right people.
Do you have a
that-
thing such as squatters' rights over there?
Oh,
I don't think that I've watched you.
I forgot our country's
Claim
screwed
squatters' rights.
I found
Sorry.
Totally going for that.
thing
Yeah.
with no
I
disc.
said, oh, what is
There we go. There go the awards. There you go. High five.
thank you.
And stay safe. That's
Oh.
awesome. So if you can do that for
Thank you.
my good friend Gemma, and there's Thomas. There's Thomas Vision right there. Look at that guy. This 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, like my daughter was, intense chemo, no hair, and now he's got more hair than he ever had in his life. He's gonna be a plumber's. He's gonna be a plumber's best friend because of all that hair that's coming out. This is great. Delicate.
Oh, definitely. He's so high. You wouldn't think that it was 10 past 10 here and that he should have been in bed like 2 hours ago. But yeah.
Apparently engineers don't like going home at 4 o'clock that they're supposed to. It's 4:11. Everyone's like, we're a bunch of tech nerds. We're gonna work all weekend on this. We have no lives. We don't want to be near our families. We don't want to have fun or have beer. We're gonna sit there and talk technical stuff all weekend. My job. Go away. We're closed. Good day, sir. Sorry, I'm ranting. I'm okay.
Oh dear.
So what are the big plans over the Gemma and Thomas residence this weekend? You guys just staying in, staying warm, or you guys doing anything?
Yeah, pretty much staying in. He wants to go out with my mom to get something for Valentine's.
There you go.
But because I remember 2 years ago, I don't know if anyone's on my Facebook, but I posted the 2-year memory. He bought me some flowers.
Oh.
2 days before he was taken into hospital, and I remember sitting there thinking about the flowers and thinking, but I'm not going to get to see the flowers now, and they wouldn't even let me have them brought in or anything. So
really? Oh, because
I was writing about the flowers because of his immune system and stuff.
Yeah. So have virtual flowers, virtual there. It's amazing how they just kind of.
My mom sent me a picture of them and stuff, and she said they lasted a while, and I'm like, but I've still got the teddy because there was like a teddy on a stick with it that came with it, and I've still got that.
Teddy on a stick. It was at the state fair over here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Stop.
And
okay, there we go.
I made a memory book the whole year. I was gonna bring it and show it, but I had that many troubles with this stupid computer and everything. I totally forgot to get it.
I need a new computer too. God, mine's like 6 years old. And my broadcast last night when we had Olivia Ty and who else we had on last night? We had a couple of other people on there. Alexis Candu was cooking some stuff, and we had Quinn for the win on. And I looked like I was like, it's like from the 80s, one of those Max Headroom 8-bit things. I like, this is different.
Mine keeps doing that by the look of it on my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Thomas has brought the teddy that I was talking about.
Teddy on a stick.
Yeah, I need to remove the stick because it literally has a stick of its butt.
It's hot glued.
It literally has a stick of its butt.
Did that come from the urology department?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure,
Oh, Thomas has just been very weird.
Did it come out of there?
I don't know if you heard that, but Thomas being very to the point there with that one. Oh dear.
Thomas knows exactly where your urologist is. That's not good. That means
he's got like a really big long stick shoved up his bum. So there we go.
Oh, I came out.
So that was in the bouquet of flowers that I got from him, so I kept that.
Came out of it.
Oh my
Out
goodness.
of him, like a big
But I kept like the little mask that he had on when they put him to sleep to put his paw in. I've kept all sorts of stuff
Did this come out or
and put it in a memory box
out of
because
him?
when all this is over, it'll be
Me?
good to look back on.
Mama? Do you think this?
Mama,
Do you think this came out of his bum as a turd?
Thomas. There we go. He had to get poo in the broadcast somehow. I don't think there's a broadcast that I've done that's gone by that he's not been in that he hasn't mentioned poo or farts in.
Poo.
So
I wish Ashley would come down here and said hi, but she's being antisocial. She's like, I've got my Palms group. And I'm like, come on. And you go, just for 5 minutes. And she's like, I've got Palms, Dad. I'm like, all right.
oh,
Typical 14-year-old, you know, kind of cranky.
yeah.
Mood swings, just like her mom.
Me?
Joking. And Daddy, I'll always be your Valentine, Danny. Anytime, my friend. I got you.
Oh dear.
Just send me lots of chocolate, you know. My wife sent me this today. Look at this.
He's asking for chocolate, so I'm gonna have to scoot in a minute.
I don't have enough chocolate in my house here. There you go. Little Reese's peanut butter cups from Pennsylvania. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
They are so expensive. Yeah, the Reese's.
yeah, we got those. That's my big. There's my Valentine's Day present I got. So it's kind of nice. And then we're gonna probably just order a tie because it's supposed to be a high of. Oh crap! This is right blank out. It's supposed to be very cold on. It's colder. It's to be colder tomorrow. Even colder on Sunday for Valentine's Day. So 7 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit to Celsius is going to be. I wish I could do this quicker. Yeah, high on Sunday is going to be -13.
Oh my word.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think we've ever gone that low. I don't know.
So we're 2 days with that, but
I
remember,
totally have to hibernate and stay in my bed the whole day.
You've downloaded that list for me?
I mean, I'll go out for a little bit. I'll like we'll get some snow. I'll shovel the driveway. Like, it'll be a light dusting. It's not like the heavy heart attack snow when it's like closer to 0 C, where it's like thick and heavy and it's like snowball stuff. Because what I do when we get heavy packing snow and it's like 0 or -1 C, it's softball stuff. So I'll sit there and I'll sit there and play baseball or I'll play softball. And makes me want to play softball. That's my background right over there.
We had some I think a few days ago now, and Thomas made a snowman because he'd been itching to get into the snow for a while.
That's cool.
Should I
Now,
say it?
no, Thomas, you shan't say it. The first snowman was, like quite innocent and stuff, but the second one, he said that it's a snowman, and that's all I'm going to say in the matter because he put on extra detail.
Oh boy!
But then because I had yellow washing up liquid in the kitchen, he went and come out, squirted the snow near the extra piece that he put on the snowman.
So
and I was mortified because everybody could see it from the street.
We have a picture of it. Like go to your left a little bit because we want to see the stain. Go to the left, more.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is. We go the other way.
Wrong way. I can't work this out.
Oh, no, you're another picture now.
What have I done? Oh, hang on.
I thought I saw a little. I thought I saw.
I'll bring it back.
Yellow activity.
If I get, there's no.
I should do that now when we go outside to build snowmen outside. I may have to inspire myself to get something yellow and just see the reaction of my wife's face and then get a picture of it. The best part isn't the yellow stain. It's
here we
the
go. Get it on the screen.
yellow stain down the pant leg of the snowman.
Can't work this out. There we go. The extra piece on the snowman and the yellow snow in front. There we go.
So at least it's not an anatomically correct snowman because then you can really get into graphic details and where it went down his leg and all that, but that's another story. I think we would do that like Thomas's age at recess. We'd go out in the schoolyard and we would find mud and we'd put the mud behind the snowman to emulate some other kind of
professional at this house.
She's upstairs working.
Well, I don't know.
Thomas?
She's working upstairs, working the midnight oil for another. She's working for at least another 40 minutes. Me probably another 2 hours.
There we go. That's the drawing I did.
Oh, go the other way. Go to your right.
I can't work out my lefts and my rights.
There you go. Oh, there's the kitty.
Thomas and the cat. That's something
I
that I
don't
drew.
think. I think it's just the head.
That was
Kitty.
my drawing that I did.
You draw so amazing. That broadcast that Danny and Doe and I were on with you when you were drawing Freddie Mercury. That was amazing.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
Thomas.
Doe was ready to buy that right off of you, right there on the spot. She's like, "Name your price. I want that. I want that drawing."
Yeah. It's a lot easier for me to do it on the pad, to be honest, because I don't have to get the pressure through.
Yeah.
But I still like to do them on the on paper and stuff now and again.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more that I've been doing as well, but I'm gonna try and get when I can get this whole thing working, like hopefully this year. I'm gonna try and get it so that you can see me what I'm drawing. That was the dog that I've done.
Well, Michelle was in here earlier, Nita Graffiti. She has something where she does like a 2-camera thing where she uses, I think, her desktop and then she switches over to another camera of her drawing, like a ceiling cam looking straight down. I call it God Cam because God's watching you draw. Call it God Cam.
Yeah, that's like what I
And
want.
then you drawing, and then you can give those, you can auction off those drawings to help pay some of the bills,
Mm-hmm. Can I just say, Danny, you can't comment on my driving because you haven't seen it.
No, here's my. You want to see?
Let me back though.
Stick figure theater. Here's me. This is how I draw.
I did end up in a cycle on a cycle road, and then had to turn back down a one-way road.
Here's stick figure theater. That's as best as I can do right there.
Oh.
That dog is good. Thank you. That's a dog too.
Oh dear.
Let me see if I can draw. I'm gonna try to draw something really quick. Want to see a bad drawing of Cliff Richard from the 80s? Here's Cliff Richard. Here's Cliff Richard. That's Cliff Richard from 1980.
Okay.
81. And now for extra credit, here, let's stay on my forehead. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jim Richard. I call myself Jim Anthony. I'd be a guy with 2 first names also, not my real stage name. I'd be Jim Anthony. It's a long story of Daddy on a stick. Her driving can't be any worse than the people in Texas racing. Yeah, that was horrible over in Fort Worth. That was brutal. There was it looked like something out of a Chips episode when the ratings were really low. They'd staged like car crashes on I-5 or something. They'd destroy a bunch of cars from the 60s and not clean it up and ruin the environment. This was a real deal. It got really icy in the Metroplex still near Dallas and Fort Worth. And they had a bunch of cars, 7 fatalities, dozens injured. It was, no one knows when there's ice, when there isn't ice. The streets weren't treated properly. And it was brutal. Hey, you seen?
I saw that on the news. Is it like over 100 cars or something piled up and then 2 great big trucks or something?
Yeah, it's just frightening. Yeah, 100 cars. It was like, almost like that movie Crash on Interstate 5 or whatever that movie was back in the day. It's frightening me now.
Okay.
I'm gonna write something. I'm gonna say, aren't you supposed to be going home to your family?
It's good. No, I'm still having trouble.
Look at this drawing, guys. Check that out. Check this out. Look at that thing. Isn't that amazing? Hey, Yassine. Seeing you, my friend. Thank you for joining me last night on the JS Live extravaganza. We had fun last night.
Still here. That's what I did.
And you drew that too?
Yeah, that's from Asha's profile picture.
How cool is that? Asha, you have no wonder. It looked very familiar. I'm like, Asha, you are the best. Nicely done.
I've got one that I was going to show Go again, but I don't think she's here. But I've done the full dog this time. Her full Missy.
Puppy. Hi, Missy. Look at that puppy.
That's her. She probably won't see it though, because I don't know if she's here still.
Wow, that is amazing. I'm telling you guys, you know, if you like to help out Gemma, guys, do me a favor. Please either hit the awards button or go to her profile page and hit sponsor. That way you can give her $1, $2, $5 a month. It'll help offset any kind of medical or other financial bills that Gemma's trying to take in. And she's a single mom with an amazing son who is fighting leukemia. 2 years to this date today. So anything you can contribute or donate to Gemma and to Thomas would be gratefully appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. I think I'm going to have to go sort Thomas out now, to be honest.
Yay!
All right. I should go back to work too. You mean I have to go back and do this stuff now? You mean I have to go back there and do all that stuff? Really? Are you serious? Look at all this. Ew, I have to do all this. Look at that.
Thank you so much for joining me on today.
Thank you, Gemma, for having me on, and best wishes to you and to Thomas. Have a great weekend. On behalf of our family, on behalf of Maureen, Ashley, and myself, Gemma, we love you. If there's anything we can do, DM me, call me, FaceTime me, jump on one of my broadcasts and go, Jam! We are always here for you the way that you are here for so many others on this platform. And we admire your bravery, your courage, your strength, your focus, your determination. And that product is standing right next to you right now, playing next to you right now. That is the achievement that nobody can take away from you, Gemma. And for that, we're very grateful. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you so much as well for everything.
Absolutely. Let us know we can help with anything. So.
Thank you.
All right, my friend. Well, have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And is Thomas around to say goodnight to us, or is he around, or is he playing?
He's disappeared.
Oh. All right. Well, go chase after him. And have a great evening. It's already, God, it's 9:30, or no, it's 10:30. It's late. Go to bed.
Yeah, 10:30.
10:30. Go to bed. All right, Gemma. Much love, my friends. Cheers. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.